So, as I'm recording this, it's about a few hours after the situation happened. And the reason I haven't uploaded or been on social media for weeks now or a month now or so, however long it takes, so, you know what I'm saying? I need to recollect myself. You know what I'm saying? I crashed out. And today, I will be holding myself accountable to multiple things in this video. I've done a lot of wrong things, but some things were done wrong to me too. That caused me to do this. Now, remember what I said in the end of the world video. I said, I don't believe the devil exists as a materialistic being. You know what I'm saying? Like some dude with some horns sitting some fire around the world. I perceive the devil as something symbolic and metaphysical. Our dark side. Let me tell you, my dark side came out. The devil was with me for the past 3 days now. Literally right next to me in every moment. So let me give y'all a secret about me as a person, as Aku. I'm not even talking to you as Aku. I'm talking to you as Andre. I have a trigger. The one thing you can do to really make me mad, lie to me. Now, why does lying trigger me? Everyone lies. I lie too. I lie. But lying to me about something serious is the worst thing that you can do, especially if I'm very close to you. It makes me furious. It makes me hateful. It makes me resentful. Again, why? Because my father is a liar. And he has been a habitual liar since I was a kid. And it's one of the reasons I have a very tough relationship with him. Everyone in the family acknowledges how much of a liar he is. So it immediately gets under my skin when someone I care about and who I love lies to me. So, and everyone has triggers, right? So that's one of my triggers. Now, let's step through the Aku anime lore. Man, I feel like I'm going to cry. Like, I'm sorry. Honestly, y'all, I'm not even trying to cry right now. Like, oh my God. Ugh, sorry. All right. Let's step into the Aku anime lore. If y'all remember, I was dating a girl who I called Samantha. I've been with her for maybe 3 to 4 years. We didn't talk for about a year and a half because she was in the psych ward, mental hospital, whatever you want to call it, right? This woman, Samantha, has a lot of trauma. And I will not put her business out there, but it's bad. It's to the point where if you hear her trauma and what she's been through, you'll be like, dang, my life ain't that bad. My childhood ain't that bad. Dang, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could always be worse for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad her trauma is. And I'm also a very traumatized and battered person as well. But I've learned to mostly deal with it, you know? So when I was with her, it was easy for me to be an outlet, genuinely. We connected like it was perfect. Every pot has a lid, as they say, right? To this day, I cannot find a single human being out there, out of all the people I've met, who I've been the most compatible with than Samantha. So when she went to the psych ward in 2023 and all of 2024, or for most of 2024, I was already going through my own things in my own personal life, but her disappearing from my life and being sort of taken away kind of was the catalyst. I spent every single second with this person. This was not only my lover, but my best friend. We did everything together. So I was experiencing grief when she was taken away and she was put in the psych ward. And as a result, I tried to transmute that energy and make music out of it, right? Instead of just being sad and mopey about it, let's put something, let's grind it out. You know what I'm saying? Let me talk about it in my videos. Let me put some music. And then hence the Samantha album came out, right? So towards the end of 2024, I decided, no, this wasn't the end. This had to be the summer. Towards the summer of 2024, I decided, you know what? I'm going to move on from Samantha. And don't get it twisted. I'm not going to abandon my girl because she's in the psych ward. You know what I'm saying? That would be messed up. That's like I'm not going to say, oh, she's going through something, so she's in the psych ward, so let me just leave. No, I left her because she went ghost. I have zero contact with her anymore. They won't give her her phone. She's super medicated. I haven't heard any updates since 2023 when they first brought her in. At points, I thought she died. Seriously. And I said that in some videos. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know what happened. Look, she's been to the psych ward numerous times, right? And she would always contact me. But this time, it was bad. And I was left in the dark. And look, because of how badly it was affecting me and how I went to the psych ward myself last summer of 2024, in the spring of 2024, right? I don't remember. When did I go? Whatever. Like, I'm crazy too, right? But I realized in that experience, I need to move forward and start new, right? Hence why I deleted all my videos. On top of the fact that the psychiatrist was stalking my YouTube channel and using it in his psychological reports. Her psychological reports. If you watch the video I first uploaded when I came back, when I deleted all my videos, you will see that she was watching my videos and making notes about it and diagnosing me based off of it. So I'm not putting out my older videos that you guys keep saying, please, Aku, upload your older videos. But no, it's going to put me in a bad position. I keep saying this. They told me, Andre, if you go back to the psych ward, because you went twice already, we're going to keep you for like 3 to 6 months. Yo, I got a business to run. I have other obligations. I can't go to a hospital for 3 to 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So I said, oh, nah, I'm hiding my stuff. So boom, that's why I don't, that's why I don't talk about depression or emotional things on my channel that much anymore. I don't really talk about stuff like that. So like, sorry, I had to change up my content for my own freedom. You know what I'm saying? So I started dating again during the summer 2024. I had 2 relationships. One didn't work out. The other one, here's my first accountability where I did something terrible, right? Remember, I went through 2 relationships. The first one didn't work out. The other one I kept. During the summer, about a month after I got out of the psych ward, someone hit me up on Instagram. It was some girl who wanted my advice on a situation. So I don't want to go through the whole situation that she told me about, but she was going through something. She's like, Aku, I need your advice, right? And I always tell you guys, if you want to hit me up on Instagram for advice, go ahead, right? So we ended up getting close, this girl and I, right? And it was some girl from Poland. But something about her was odd to me. Very odd. She didn't act exactly like Samantha, but she had traits of her. And it started to relapse me because I'm talking to this girl from Poland and she's reminding me of Samantha while I'm trying to heal and move on. And I'm in a totally other relationship too. Like I'm not trying to think about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to grow. And eventually, because of this, I got overwhelmed. And I told her, the Poland girl, to block me. Like, listen, yo, you're stressing me out. Like you're making me, I'm falling for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm thinking about Samantha again. So block me. Just, we're done. And we're going to get back to this Polish girl later in the story, okay? This is not just some random trivia. So time moves on. It's December 2024. I get a random FaceTime call from Samantha. Oh my God. This is out of nowhere. I haven't heard from her since 2023. And I pick up immediately. And when Samantha calls me, right? She says she's high on acid right now. So apparently she's been out the psych ward. I guess that's what that means, right? And now she's doing hard drugs, acid. I said, oh nah, something isn't right. I was worried, but yo, I can't do anything. No, I haven't heard from you in since 2023. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm just happy to hear from her again. She tells me she's high on acid right now and she's like alone at some river just by herself. She's like sitting by a river or something. I don't remember. And she gives me an update on everything. And she apologizes for leaving me in the dark and ghosting me and everything like that. And she says it's not my fault that she went to the psych ward again because she was going to eventually go back again. Right. And I told her, as she apologized and she gave me an update, I told her, hey, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I love you too. I'm here for you always. You know that. I love you so much. Everything is going to be okay. Like you always say, I make everything better. I wish I could help right now. I wish I could be here, like literally just be there with you right now and give you a hug. And I know you're going through a lot and I'm always going to be your number one supporter. I'm in a relationship right now, so we can't really talk, but I do miss you a lot. So that's what I told her. And then we stopped talking. So we ended the phone call rather. So we did go a little bit back and forth about life, right? Since December towards January. And then speaking of January, that's when this video happens. The Dear 2025 video, I think is the name, right? I'll put it on the screen if I find it. If it's the wrong title, so my bad, right? And in the video, if you remember, I told you all the situation. Hey guys, and towards the end of the video, I told you guys something. I said, hey guys, so I want to know what you guys feel about this. I'm in a whole new relationship. I even posted pictures with this new girl on Instagram, right? And y'all keep calling her a MILF, by the way. Like that's, I think that's funny. But like, and I said, listen, I'm kind of talking to Samantha now and she's kind of coming back into my life, but I'm with this new girl now. And, I told y'all the whole situation about Samantha and the psych ward and everything. And then I think 90%, I would say 90% of you guys told me not to get back with Samantha. Now, me and this new girl I'm with, right? I'm not happy with her in general. I think I want to move on. She's just, I don't want to complain about it. It's not going to help the purpose of this video, right? But like, listen, I'm just not into her. Even though I posted her and everything, and I'm asking you guys, should I get back? Should I stay with her or be with Samantha? But as this is happening, right? I'm giving too much attention to Samantha while I'm already in a relationship. So you know what? Here's my first sin. And the thing I'm going to scold myself for. And I'm holding myself accountable for this because what I did was wrong. And I'm saying that as a man. I am clearly, since I'm giving Samantha so much attention now, while I'm in a full relationship, I'm clearly emotionally cheating. I'm cheating. Straight up, I cheated. So here I am cheating. And Samantha and I are basically back together. And then later on, I tell the girl that I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So I already got back with Samantha. And I later tell the new girl I'm with that I'm not, this isn't working, right? And that relationship ended peacefully too, because we both weren't feeling each other. But, still, it doesn't justify the cheating part. You know what I'm saying? And truth be told, like I said, it wasn't working. Seriously, it wasn't. Even if Samantha wasn't there, right? If Samantha never came back, it wasn't going to work. You know what I'm saying? So I get back with Samantha completely at this point. This is maybe mid-January. I think mid-January. I might get that date wrong. Now, since January 2024, this year, and it's April 10th as I'm recording this video. Again, it might be a month later or a few weeks later since this video gets released, right? I just want to record this while I'm in the same mental space, right? So since January to today, my life has skyrocketed. If you're keeping up with the Aqua anime, I told you about the Greg situation. Remember, I got a big opportunity. I won a whole contest. Let me tell you about other parts of my life. My relationship with my family has been great. I've rebuilt my relationship with my father and my mother. My health has been great. My money has been great. I've been earning a lot more money. My circle has been great. My friends. I'm getting opportunities, and I have the girl of my dreams back in my life. The girl who I said I've never been more compatible with anyone else in my life. So, I can't complain about anything. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the biggest highs in my life these past 4 months, and that's a fact. I'm doing so good for myself. Now, again, it's April 10th as I'm recording this. This is where I would say things start falling apart. This is where things get really bad here. Check this out. On March 30th, around that time, Samantha texted my mom and said, "Hey, Andre's mom, whatever, right? I'm gonna stay at your place for about a month or so." Now, why is Samantha telling my mom she's gonna stay at my place for about a month or so, right? Because my mom has this strict rule where she doesn't want women in the house or my house without another female there. Why? She doesn't trust women. She just doesn't trust women. That's it. So as a grown man, I know I still ask mama for permission to be with certain women. You know what I'm saying? Because my mother is my rock star. So whatever my mom feels, I trust her. You know what I'm saying? I'm always good. I want that. The day I have children, I want to have that same relationship with my children. I want to be like, yo, if they feel like they want to date somebody, I'll be like, listen, I'll give you some wise counsel about it. So I always ask my mom for advice about stuff like this. So my mom talked to Samantha and they text each other and everything turns out great. It's a great conversation. And it's the first time really that they had like a really deep conversation. Well, not like that, but like boom. So Samantha will be staying at my place. And I wouldn't say she's moving in, but she will be in a sense living here for quite some time now. Now, this was on March 30th, right? It's April now. So from April 1st to April 7th, my schedule was booked. Those 7 days, ever since I won that presentation, right? I told you it happened on the 31st. They've been dragging me places, these business guys, right? Again, life has been great for me. So many opportunities, connection I'm building. So on April 7th, I had another presentation to do, right? And I'm rehearsing. right? I'm just practicing, and I take a break. All right, you know what? I think I did a lot of good work. I'm just gonna take a break right now. So I sit down, go on my phone, go on Instagram. I'm reading random things on my explore page, and checking up on some news and stuff like that. And then I open my inbox, and Sunset Clips sends me like a million memes, by the way. So like, I'm checking those out. And, I was looking through old messages and stuff like that from like other people and like old people from the past and stuff. And I see the Poland girl. Remember her? The Poland girl? So I opened up our DM and I go to her profile, and her bio has this account linked on her bio has this account linked on there. You know what I'm saying? Like they tagged the profile, like the @ handle, right? So I was like, dang, oh, hey, the Poland girl, hey, she got a man. And you know what? She asked me for advice, man. I told you that. She asked me advice about a man. All right. So it's like, oh, just curious. Let me check who she's dating now. You know what I'm saying? I guess she got things worked out. So I go to her profile. I go to her profile, and I go to the link that's linked on her bio, right? The other profile that's linked on her bio, right? And it's some dude, of course. And in the profile, I see Samantha next to some dude. And I'm like, wait, maybe I'm not saying this correctly. Samantha is next to some dude in this guy's private Instagram profile, right? And I check this guy's bio, and it links to Samantha's second and private Instagram account. So I go to Samantha's private and second Instagram account, which PS, I didn't know existed. She had a little alt account going on here. And Samantha has him linked back. And I remember refreshing the page several times. Like, I couldn't believe what I'm seeing. I am being cheated on. Realization. So I text Samantha. First of all, I take screenshots too, because the moment you start, you confront somebody, they're all of a sudden going to start changing stuff around, and start gaslighting you, right? So I screenshot everything before I approach her, and I'm being passive aggressive about it. I'm writing LMAO, LOL, look at this, who is bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm mad, but I'm kind of being goofy because I don't want to come off too aggressive, right? And she blocks me. No reply. So I'm mad at this point. I just found out I'm being cheated on. And I have a presentation to do tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even in the right mental space. So I even text the group chat. I say, listen, I'm going through a lot right now. I'm shattered. You know what I'm saying? And I sat there for like 2 hours. This is how much I've grown as a person, by the way. I said to myself, you know what, Andre? This is karma. I'm blaming myself for being cheated on. You know why? You cheated on the last girl with Samantha, and now you got cheated on. Listen, if you believe in God, if you think God is real or the universe works a certain way, hey, the universe just hit me with the Uno reverse card, right? The pain I caused another person for cheating on them, hey, Andre, you are now going to experience it yourself. So I was like, dang. So you know what? And this is what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to forcefully be humble. But you know what? I can't. Karma, bro. It's karma. Straight up. So I took the stance. And it calmed me down because it's like acceptance almost. But I was still mad. Just not as much. Now, I may have skipped a detail. Now, actually, I didn't skip a detail. But you may have not noticed something. Because the build up to this story. Remember how I said I found that profile? And I found Samantha's other Instagram profile. Remember I said I found that? I went to the Poland girl's profile. So you know who the Poland girl was this whole time? Samantha. And it's funny. I accused the Poland girl numerous times of being Samantha. And I felt like I was being crazy though. Because remember, I was medicated. I just got out the psych ward. I already feel like I'm crazy because of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm medicated, so I feel like my judgment is impaired. I also was drinking a little bit too. Like I used to drink a lot during the summer. And, I don't think I feel like I'm being crazy by just accusing somebody of being a whole other person, right? So, and I'm not in the right mental space because I'm medicated. So, and rather, I even accused Samantha directly that she was the Poland girl, right? So, This manipulation is crazy, bro. Like, yo, you basically made an alt account, made a whole other identification and internet persona just to talk to me again after I didn't hear from you for like a whole year. Yo, I don't know why she did that either. I don't know why Samantha did that. You could have just texted me. Why are you made a whole other thing to still have me in your life while you're in your psych ward era? Because you keep going in and out the psych ward. So I'm a bit annoyed about that too. Because now I just realized, hold on, I wasn't crazy. My gut feeling was correct. And remember I told you why I told the Poland girl to block me, because she kept reminding me of Samantha. God, you got to listen to your gut sometimes. Whatever your gut tells you, it's probably correct. You know what I'm saying? But I got in my head, oh, I'm crazy. Anyway, so I'm a little bit annoyed about that, because I just realized, got manipulated. And this is where the crash out started. Now it's April 8th. It's the next day, one day after I found out that I'm being cheated on, right? Remember how he said in this video, I'm a crybaby, that's what it's called? My emotions are very delayed. Yo, it hit me all that day. I said, first of all, I finally get cheated on. I confront her. I'm blocked. I find out that, you made some fake alt account just to talk to me. And then next thing you know, later during the year, you FaceTime me to apologize about everything. Like, yo, you got like split identity. Like, what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? And I was thinking to myself, like, man, does this guy who she's with, who she cheated on me with, does this guy even know she's in a whole other relationship now? Like, that she had a whole other boyfriend? So here comes the craziness. This is why I started being crazy. I made an alt Instagram account. I'm crashing out. I made a whole alt Instagram account, and I put in the bio of that account, and the username of that account, that Samantha was cheating. That was the name of the account in the bio, right? I also uploaded some pictures proving that she was cheating on that alt account. So, it's like a whole exposed profile. And I followed him. I followed him on Instagram. And he was mad. And Samantha is texting me, and she's like, please, no, stop. And I'm like, fuck out of here. Yo, listen, this is what I want from you. That's what I was telling Samantha. Tell me the truth. Tell me everything. Because I don't know, where did this guy come from? Like, how long has this guy been here? Like, and so we get on a call. And she tells me she met him early April. If it's April 10th right now, hold on, I'm reading my calendar. Sorry, I'm like still in a little bit crash out. I told you I'm a little emotional right now too. April 10th is Thursday. So she says she met him in the beginning of April, right? So this is the second week of April. Okay, so she met him basically last week. And she says she met him early April. So boom, that set me off again. That made me even more mad. Wait. Listen to the timeline of the story, y'all. You spoke to my mother March 30th. And a few days later, you meet some dude and cheat on me. Okay. So now you're playing with my family here. Because I haven't even told my mom about this yet. She doesn't know that you cheated on me, by the way. Still, right as I'm recording, she doesn't know. I'm not even going to I feel too shameful right now. You know what I'm saying? But listen, my mom is expecting you. So you built a very surface level bond with my mom because we're together. And you go and do this to me. You cheat. Okay. So she starts crying on the phone, right? Samantha. She's sobbing like crazy, right? And she's panicking at the same time. Like, this is the first time she doesn't really cry like that, but this is the first time I really almost like seen that in many years. Like, she tends to ball up her emotions. So listen, it's like almost she's lying the whole time too. Like, talking about how this dude basically is calling her a whore and they're basically done at this point. But I'm furious still. I don't even believe her. I'm telling her, yo, listen, I'm mad at you and everything, and I don't believe anything you're telling me. And I understand, this may sound sadistic, but I'm gonna explain myself. I'm actually happy that she's crying, because it shows that you care. It shows that you do feel guilt. You do feel remorse for cheating. You know what I'm saying? But I still kind of emotionally understand here, because again, this goes back to my point. I cheated on my ex to get back with you, and I feel this is karma. So even though I'm mad, I'm a little bit understanding, like, all right, you know what? And after this call, I'm crying too. All right, we hang up, I'm crying, and I couldn't sleep all night. And then the next morning, we call again. And it's just me crying. Because I'm also confused about why this happened. Like I've given this girl everything. Trust me, I've taken care of her. And this is why I always say, this is why I always say, she always says, I make everything better. When I get angry, I get a little bit cuckoo, but like, every time she needed something, I was there. Every time she was going through something, I was there. Yo, when she needed stuff financially, I was there. I took care of her in every single aspect. This is why she made an alt account, the Poland girl, to keep me around. Rather, she came back to me again in December when she called me on FaceTime after I moved on to a whole other relationship and publicized it. And I'm emphasizing this because this is where I crashed out even more today. Today's the 10th, right? And I've been mad since the 7th. She told me, yo, this is messed up part. She told me, you know this guy who she cheated on me with? He didn't even know I existed. Oh, so you're cheating on two people here. This guy and me. And she's like, she's making all sorts of thoughterly excuses. Oh, I still love you, but you know, I'm just young. What? Like, is that what? How is that a justification? Like, you know, say to like, what, you know, what I'm saying? Oh, and she's like, oh, I wanted to leave for a while now, but I'm scared. I'm scared to tell you because I know you're gonna get mad. Yo, bruh, you spoke to my mom, and you've given me the utmost love and attention since January. We've been very close. We've been like this, so close since January, and I'm doing the same back to you. If you were unhappy or wanted to leave, it wouldn't be like what we went through since January. Because trust me, there's no way that if you felt like you would leave, I don't understand. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So she said that she met this guy because she was out in town, right? And he walked up to her and asked to get like some food together or something. So basically, this guy just pulled you out of nowhere, right? And she's telling him on the phone, no, she's telling me on the phone, he doesn't do anything as good as I do it. So let me repeat that. She's telling me on the phone, he doesn't do anything as good as I do it. So you're even telling me this guy ain't anything to you. This guy ain't even good. So I do everything 10 times better. Okay. So this is odd at this point. But I did rationalize this because I understand. I think you cheated out of low self-esteem and pressure, not out of being dissatisfied. You cheat out of just having low self-esteem. What somebody gave you affection because you don't have much confidence in yourself and you just fell for it. And that's why I think is happening right now. So last night, her and I are talking, right? And I'm giving her a hard time about all this stuff. Like, yo, I kind of feel like this is karma and you claim you two are done and you still want me to be here. So you know what? We'll work through it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'll ever forget this. I don't think I'll ever forget you cheating on me, but you know, I'll work to forgive you. You know what I'm saying? And again, the karma thing, you know, that's the karma thing is the main reason why I'm still even giving this. Like I still feel a sense of forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? And I was getting so worked up about this last night. I started feeling very ill. I wanted to drink again. I wanted to crash out in other ways. Listen, I always say this, and this is a fact. I will never put my hands on anybody, nor will I ever take someone's life. But I really wanted to like self-destruct in some possible way. Like I drove to the liquor store. I was thinking about, I felt I don't want to drink and drive because that's like hurting other people. Because if I hurt someone, that's not going to be right. But like, man, sometimes I felt like just driving off the road. Like, this girl, Samantha, who I've been sticking with and supporting her through her trauma, her psych ward visits, her family situations. I spoke to her mom and sister. I've been helping and taking care of her through everything in her life. Everything. We were actually supposed to get engaged at the end of the month. She cheats on me. And despite my feeling of karma about my ex, I can't pretend I don't feel pain, you know? So I'm texting her and I'm still going through it all last night. You know what I'm saying? Again, this morning, you know, like I'm going through it, man. Now, this morning, we're texting and she wants to completely cut everything. She wants to cut everything off right now. She said, I'm going back to the psych ward and all that stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I thought we agreed last night we're going to work things out. And she's saying like, yeah, I'm going back to the psych ward. You know, I just need help and everything. And she's saying this. She's saying all this and that. And I don't think it's true, by the way. She's doing everything. And I'm telling her, don't panic. We'll work through this. Because her and I, we've been through stuff. We'll work through it. We made it through so much other terrible things between us. We worked through it. You know what I'm saying? I think this is just the worst you've ever done. Honestly, cheating, you broke the boundary. Like this is the worst thing you ever done. And this, I'm going to psych ward. No, I want everybody to go away from me. Blah blah blah. This like that. She gets this way whenever she's stressed. She has a panic disorder, by the way. So she pushes everyone away. So this is what I'm used to dealing with. It's just every single time we work through it, and I get very emotional again. And I eventually say, you know what? Fuck everything, man. Fuck everything. Like I'm starting to feel self-destructive again. Like fuck everything, fuck life, fuck all this. And I'm like, I'm done. Now, it's done. Okay. You know what? It's a bad situation. She blocks me. Yeah. And this is just a bad situation. And you know, I've been doing so good in life. Everything has been working for me. This just hurts me. So again, I'm like, all right. Oh, I was thinking, remember that old Instagram account that I made that exposed her for cheating? I told myself, you know what, since this is how we're going to end this right now, I'm going to delete the account. Because we're done now. You know what I'm saying? Let me not keep this stuff out there. I don't want random people to see. You know what I'm saying? I only made the account for him to see. Like, I'm not making the account to be like, I'm not making some like, if I wanted to really violate, I would have made a whole video showing proof that she's cheating. Like, I'm not going to, but I'm not going to crash out. I just don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, I just want to show the guy. That's it. So again, I'm going to delete the account. So when I log into the account, it was deactivated, by the way. So I logged in to delete it this time. So I log in, right? And I see I have a message request from that guy. The guy who she's cheating on me with. And he says, fuck off. But he can't spell properly. He says fuck off. All right. So, you know, I looked at that. You could have edited that. You could have like put an asterisk. Like, so I immediately realized this guy might be low intelligence from the jump. Okay. Typos happen, but you know, and you left that there. Like you're mad. You like say fuck off. You must be that mad. Right. And my point gets proven later on. So I reply. He left that message on today's Monday. He left that message on Tuesday. Right. And I replied to him and I say, hey man, don't get mad at me about this. I was just trying to help you, know that she had a whole other relationship while she met you and didn't disclose it to you. I feel like I'm doing you a favor. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm letting you know, bro. Hey, shorty that you picked up, she cheating. This guy says, shut up, manipulative kid. What? Huh? I'm like, Shaggy, I'm manipulative? Wait, what? Yay. Whoa, this girl lied to you and has been deceiving you. Do you not know about the fake Polish alias? Do you, what? And he's like, yo, I heard the voicemail you left. You said that you're going to do everything to break us apart. Bro, what kind of fairy tale response? I don't even remember saying that, by the way. That's not even my lingo. That sounds so fabulous. That's not even my lingo. And I'm a bit puzzled by that. If I did say that, that's a little bit out of character of me. But like, I that just sounds like so teenage. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not like a juvenile rather. And again, I'm like, huh? Bro, yo, listen, let me tell you, bro. You want to say this stuff? If you heard the phone calls Samantha and I were having since Monday, after I exposed this to you and I found out she was cheating, if you heard the phone calls, I don't record phone calls, but if you heard the phone calls we had, you would be sick to your stomach, right? And he was like, and he would be sick to his stomach, because trust me, those phone calls, and he's like, fucking retard, y'all never called. Bro, I showed the chat logs. I showed the phone call logs of us calling on FaceTime. Man, those are all missed calls. Bro, are you retarded? Like, do you see the text of her saying, call her? Do you see the other text about us having a phone conversation? Do you see the timestamp on the text messages? And he's like, yo, she says you've been harassing her for years now. What? All her friends hate you. You brought her to the psych ward. I brought her to the psych ward? bro, yo, you're being lied to. Everything this guy said that she said, full lie. Yo, Samantha twisted every narrative about our relationship to this guy to get his favor. And this is what I mean. Yo, you know when people be like, you know when people be like this, they'd be like, oh, all my exes, they were abusive and horrible to me. All my exes, they were so bad. You know how people will say that to gain sympathy for you for somebody new that they meet? Like they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone is crazy and abusive and this and that besides them, right? And then oddly, you know, they'll say like their ex is abusive, they'll get back with their ex, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Samantha came back to me. If I'm so crazy and stuff like that, right? If I'm bad, if I've been harassing her for years, she came back to me numerous times, unprompted. But if I'm so crazy, if I'm the one harassing, what explains why she keeps coming back to me? What explains the phone calls? What explains her making a whole other alias and account to talk to me and pretend to be somebody else to keep me in her life? Did I tell her to do that? Is that me harassing her, or is that somebody manipulating me and trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this girl lied about everything to this poor sucker. He believes everything coming from her mouth. And he's like, yo, she's going to file a police report today or tomorrow. She's changing her number. So now you threaten legal action. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. So now you threaten legal action. Okay, bet. Listen. I'm showing this guy all sorts of proof, and you know, and he blocks me. And I think she's taking screenshots of our conversations and putting it completely out of context. And she's also twisting there. Like she's being extremely manipulative. And I was like, yo, now this girl is making false accusations. Really. She's making false narratives about me. If you heard me in other videos talk about this, I don't play about that. I don't play about that false narrative, false accusation things. And she's only doing it because she wants the favor of this person. You notice how there's a pattern of her being manipulative, right? Her being deceptive in many different ways. And, you know, she's like, remember I told you she called me on FaceTime in like December, and she's like, I'm sorry for everything. You know, I kind of just got out the psych ward recently. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you've been out since the summer. You just made an old account to talk to me instead of like directly confronting me. Like, so, you know, you've been lying about that too. You've been deceiving. You've just been ghosting. You know what I'm saying? You've been stalking my YouTube channel. Like this polling girl who was really Samantha, like, you know, she would tell me note for note, sentence for sentence, what I would say in my videos, my recent videos too. She was watching it all this whole time. Like, what? So, man, and everything I'm saying in this video, I can prove. This guy has no proof besides word of mouth and out of context screenshots. And I was like, you know what? After he blocked me, I was like, yo, that's it, bro. That's it. This lying, remember I told you what my trigger is? Why are you lying for? So I said, man, Andre, these past few days, I've been really dark. I've been angry. I've been sad. I've been thinking of crashing out and self-destructing. I also have a lot of presentations and charity events I have to do in the next month or so. Really, my April is packed. I have a lot of work to do on my business as well. And I've been procrastinating it, right? So like I said, I'm in a dark place right now, but I need to lock in. That's what my mentality is, right? I need to ground myself. This was a disaster from the start. And it's funny. When I told you 90% of you guys told me not to get back with her, should I have listened? So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I should have listened. And I'm not saying, like, that means should just, like, be mad at me about it. But, like, I think you can understand my perspective as well of why everything came back to how it came back. You know what I'm saying? And the karma thing, I did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I told you, I'm going to take accountability for things I did. And I need to put myself back in place. I'm not going to look at social media. I'm not going to post anything. I'm not going to post any new videos because, listen, I don't want to look at anything online or anything like that. I don't want to add anything else to my schedule right now. I need to heal. That's it. I need to heal. The healing begins now. And I overly trusted somebody who I took care of for many years. And the people who know me personally, my personal life, know how much I took care of this girl. And this is how it ends. This guy, he fell for everything. He's defending her like, I understand. Listen, I understand because he's very infatuated with her. When you meet someone new, you kind of like that. I get it. But all these lies, man, you're falling for it all, man. Hey, I'm back now again. You know, again, I'm still recording this video on April 10th and the same day that this all happened, right? And I know I'll get through it. I just wanted to let you guys know what's been going on. You know what I'm saying? I made a lot of mistakes. Again, first mistake was overly trusting someone who I obviously took care of and did everything for. I let my guard down. You can't even trust people who you do everything for. You know what I'm saying? Second mistake is I cheated on my ex to get back with the same girl. You know what I'm saying? So cheating is just wrong in general. Okay, there's no justification to it. Third mistake is me crashing out like this. Do I feel the crash out was justified? To an extent, but I think I went extreme. And clearly the crazy side of me came out, the super crazy. And that's so far in my past, but it came out the past few days. I've grown so much as a person that dark side of me, I haven't seen in like nearly 7 years. I haven't seen that part of me in so long, but it came back. I have to heal. I have to heal and put myself back together. I've done so much, so much better for myself. And no, see, this one makes, I'm going to get mad. I'm like ranting. This feels like 40 minutes long already, but I'm like venting at this point, man. Like Samantha would always tell me, because she saw how my past 4 months have been. She says she's so proud of me. She's happy how much I've grown, how much I've changed, how much I've matured, everything. And like, so while I'm out there grinding it out and trying to do the best for myself, you know, you go out and cheat, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've done so much better. I just can't be this way. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize on behalf of my mistakes. And I take full accountability for the things that happened. And I will be here to get back on my regular Aqua anime schedule. I might not upload, you know, just a few extra days after this video. I just want to make sure everyone gets it. And, you know, let me just make a little bit more content. I have some videos pre-recorded already that I was planning to release the next few days. But, you know, let me just give it a little break. You know what I'm saying? That's the update. Love you guys. I'm out.